In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to start a successful YouTube channel for a business. Most people think a successful YouTube channel means a lot of subscribers, tons and tons of viral views. But if you're using YouTube for a real business, a business outside of YouTube, that advice will lead you to burnout and to failure for lead generation. In this episode, we're going to discuss why business owners are frustrated tracking the wrong metrics in contrast with the strategy that actually gets results, where you can predict it and you can see the results of generating leads. If you've been wondering what type of content works on YouTube for a business, how to stand out in a crowded space, or if your content is too boring for YouTube, this is the episode for you. I produce over 60 different YouTube channels, and every one of them successfully leverages YouTube for lead generation. Outside of that, in the world of YouTube, there are a lot of myths. So I'm going to address those myths and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Myth number one, success on YouTube means having a huge audience. The reason that's a myth is a huge audience isn't what's going to generate leads. Now, what you want in your business is actually a huge email list, and we want to leverage YouTube to grow that email list. So we actually don't care if we get subscribers or not. We're using YouTube as a marketing tool, getting in front of new people who've never heard of you before, not a nurturing tool where we're nurturing and building that relationship. Now, nurturing is really important, and you will have people that will subscribe and will watch a lot of your videos, but our primary focus is marketing, and marketing really, really well. We're going to grow your email list like you've never seen before. Myth number two, I'll figure out strategy later. I just need to post content first. There is one advantage of posting content just to get going, and that is to practice. You need to get comfortable on camera. Maybe you need to figure out how to deliver your message or deliver your content, but you will not generate leads. You will not get traction on YouTube. You're not even going to get the subscribers that you hope for. My niche is too boring for YouTube. The good news is I don't want you to be entertaining. I don't want you to be fun, but I do want you to create the content that your audience is searching for. And what they're searching for isn't always entertainment. Your target audience has challenges. They have questions, and they're interested in your expertise. Now, years ago, when I was first having a conversation with Stan, the annuity man, his audience are seniors. These people are retired, and annuities are a boring topic. And he wondered, first, are people going to watch videos about annuities? And is my target audience even on YouTube? Well, YouTube has made him America's #1 annuity agent by 4 times. And I'll just tell you one example. There was an 80-year-old man that contacted Stan and said, hey, I've watched all of your videos. I have $20 million that I want to invest in annuities. Now, Stan talked him down. Putting all $20 million wasn't the best decision for him. He put most of it in more liquid spaces, but they put $4 million into annuities. Myth number 4, YouTube is oversaturated. Now, the truth is the leaf strategy that I teach is exactly how to cut through the saturation. Now, YouTube is crowded. YouTube is very popular, but the more popular, the more used a platform is, the more you want to be on that platform. Because YouTube has become big and it's become competitive, you do have to be tactical, but more of your audience is there and you want to be in front of them. How do I pick a topic that will actually attract clients? The answer I'm going to share with you is really easy to do, but for some reason people have such a difficult time implementing it. Okay, so this is how you pick the topics that your audience is going to be interested in. You do research and you find the questions that they are asking. Search has gotten way better. I mean, when people go to Google, YouTube, or ChatGPT, they're typing in way more words. They're being way more specific with their search. So when we do keyword research just to look at what are they typing in, we get a lot more information, and we can hone in just on the questions that is an exact match for our target audience. So here's what happens. Even if it's a boring topic, you find a question that people are consistently asking, and you make a video answering that exact question. So when this audience types in that question, your video pops up and they think, that's exactly what I was searching for. And they watch your video all the way to the end. The YouTube algorithm sees that and thinks, wow, a person did a search and they watched this video all the way to the end. So now we know anyone else that does this search, we're going to send them this video. And when all those people watch that video all the way to the end, you've secured your place at the top of YouTube search. How do I position my channel as the go-to authority in my space, even if I'm just starting out? As you learn the strategy that I teach on this channel, we're going to talk about focusing on really long, specific questions. Questions that have 8 words in them or even 10 words in them. If you start there and start targeting these long, specific questions, eventually you're going to dominate your entire space. Would you like me to show you an example? All right, if you look at YouTube here, I've typed in this 2-word question, construction management, and you see Jason Schroeder is ranking at the top. But notice the title of this video, How to Manage a Construction Project Step by Step. We found a lot of different questions that were around construction management and construction projects, and it's in those spaces that we ranked at the top of search first. But because we've covered so many of those really specific topics, now when we do a 2-word search, now he's ranking at the top. Here's another example. You type in become politician, you find Jay Townsend dominating the search screen here. He didn't begin in this competitive space, but we went after all those really specific questions. Let me just show you one more example. We'll type in discipline teenager. We find Nicolene Peck ranking at the top. Now notice, this is a video that was posted 3 years ago, and look at the title, How to Discipline a Teenager Who Doesn't Care About Consequences. That's a 10-word question. So that's where we started. We did keyword research, we found these specific questions, we made that video, it ranked at the top of YouTube for that really specific question, but over time as we made more and more of these, now we can just type in 2-word searches. There are hundreds of places where just 2-word searches are bringing up our videos now. So when you're wanting to be the go-to authority in your space, you've got to be the go-to authority in a very niche space, like way more specific. You can do that within just a couple days. You keep at it and you start covering every topic in that branch, and eventually you can dominate that entire branch. What is the simplest format for a business video that works on YouTube? The type of video that works the best and is the most efficient is a how-to video that's filmed talking head style. So you're just talking to the camera, answering their question. Do that for about 10 minutes. You have to deliver real value. That's the type of video that will work the best. How do I make sure my videos show up in search so ideal clients can find me? Let me show you a brand new client. Okay, so this is a client that didn't have traction just a couple months ago, and now she does. Let me show you what that looks like so you can know if you're getting results. So Jennifer Kenny teaches how to get promoted. So you've got a career and you want to get promoted up the ranks in your company. We found a lot of different questions on this topic. And when we searched in February, she was not ranking for any of them. We filmed some videos in February, a few more in March. Well, look at this. We started to get some traction. For this one, we were ranking at the very top of YouTube. And when it says starting, that means that she ranked for that one, but we had to scroll down to find her. So a yes means you're at the top, you're in the top 3. And just 2 months later, now we've got 5 that are all ranking at the top of YouTube. So the way that you make sure that your videos are ranking at the top of YouTube search is you've got to be just as tactical as me and Jennifer are with this channel. And then you've got to track your progress, and you've got to see your no's turning into yeses. And more than just having some videos ranking at the top of YouTube, I really do want you to dominate YouTube search for your niche. I've created another video right there. It's called Dominate YouTube Search Step by Step. Definitely go watch that video next.